Good morning, Madam Chair and members of the committee. My name is L. Palmer, P-A-L-M-E-R. I was born and raised in Great Falls. 10 years ago, when I was 15, I came out to my parents as a transgender boy. 1 year later, I was prescribed testosterone at the Great Falls Planned Parenthood. I was 16. I was a child, and yet I was allowed to permanently damage my body with male hormones for 3 years. I detransitioned before I had even hit my 20s. But before I had heard the word transgender, I had already been struggling with puberty. By age 13, I had been diagnosed with depression, anxiety, and bipolar disorder. By age 14, I'd been sent to Chaudere, the children's mental hospital here in Helena, 3 separate times. So when I found out that I could leave that mentally ill girl behind and take a life-saving medication called testosterone, I was convinced that being trans was the source of all my problems. When I was 16, my parents took me to Planned Parenthood. They tried to come into the doctor's office, but when they followed behind me, the nurse stopped them and asked if I wanted them in the room. I said no. The doctor explained all the side effects of testosterone that I already knew. I smiled and said I was ready for my first shot. My parents were brought back in, and they were essentially told that I had made the choice. Their only role was to sign the paperwork. I took testosterone for 3 years. When I was 16, my voice dropped to a baritone range. When I was 17, I started losing hair. When I was 18, I started my application for the University of Montana. I had to apply for a dorm room. I knew I wasn't male and didn't want to live with a man, but I couldn't possibly fit into a female dorm room with a beard, chest hair, and a baritone voice. I felt like I didn't fit in as a man or as a woman. So when I was 19 in my first week of college, I detransitioned. Of course, I ignored the risks. I was 16 and invincible. Even if I had known testosterone would give me prediabetes, high blood pressure, early onset osteoporosis, and even an increased risk of sterility, I wouldn't have said no. In my mind, there was no other option. Kids are not able to fully understand the life-changing consequences of hormones. I was unable to see into the future, but I shouldn't have been expected to in the first place. Just because kids insist that they will never change their mind doesn't mean it will never happen. These hormones will have lifelong effects on their bodies, their minds, their future romantic relationships, and their social belonging. Please pass House Bill 682 so the kids like me who didn't understand the life sentence they signed up for will be able to get justice. Thank you.
Thank you.